B3. What up? We are live. If you can hear me, let me know you're in here. Just gonna send it out to everybody. We are live now. B3. Giuseppe. Adam Light. Let's go Joe Lurch. Ox. Where's Ox at? There we go. Light Amadio. Got him. Strickler. Strickler. Avisha. Metzi. Jack Strickler, where you at? I'll come back to you. Metzi got Giuseppe, I got Joe Lurch, I got Vanover, Harlan, Haralambus, Griggs, good. Travis Hammonds, got him. Jason Denault. Wayne Mowry. James Goody. Corey. Travis Hammonds I got, and then I gotta find Strickler. Got him. Alright, so I sent that out to everybody. Let me just also put it in the post. Good. We got one team left. It's Minnesota. So Minnesota, last team on the board. If anybody's in here, let me know you're here. Let's see. Last spot, Mojo. All right. If anybody's in here, let me know you're in here. You can see me, hear me. We are live now. There we go. Anybody out there? Can anybody hear me? See me? We're live now. I just need somebody to confirm in the chat that they can hear me and see me, and we'll get started. Move that over just a smidge. Get it centered. There we go. Anybody out there want to just confirm they can hear me and see me so we can get started? Just want to make sure that we're live, that everything's coming through. Looks like we're live. I'm going to check YouTube. There we go. Wayne Mowry, what's up, brother? Thank you very much. All right, we're going to waste no time. We're going to jump right into a list of ownership and get started. Perfect. Appreciate you just confirming for me, Wayne. I never take the camera for granted now. I always kind of just want to make sure someone says, yep, you're good. And then I know that we're live and there's no issue, especially after the issues we had with the last setup before we finally got the new setup going. All right, so we got break 425 on deck. There is one team still out there and available. It is the Minnesota Vikings, and they are, we marked them $10 off, so it's basically 89. They were at 99, and we knocked 10 bucks off just to kind of see if we could get some movement. What I do need to do is mark down that James Rosenberger actually jumped on the Titans. So that was our second to last team. So mark that down. Stanton, you sent funds as well. I got that, so I'm marking you down. Beautiful. And then I just got to plug Rosenberger's name in here. Beautiful. All right, we're good. All right, so like I said, if no one takes the Vikings, I will just keep them. We'll see if J.J. McCarthy pays off or not for me. You never know. Maybe a big Dallas Turner card or J.J. Justin Jefferson. Last time we opened Panini 1, actually, we hit a monster Justin Jefferson card. So, you never know. All right, here we go. We're going to get started with a list of ownership. Like I said, one more time. Actually, let me just mark down Minnesota 2 at 10 off. And then, like I said, if nobody jumps on them by the time we start ripping, I'll just put the boys next to them and we'll call it a day. So I marked them permanently at 89. They're officially $10 off on the page. All right, here we go. So we got break 425 on the table. Coming up next, we got Donruss with the 2025 Donruss, and we got 2025 Donruss tins coming in. We didn't get a ton of them because last time we did, you couldn't really trust the tins because they dented some corners. But I'm hearing it's less of a problem this year, so we'll see. I did get 10 of them just to kind of test it out. All right, break 425. Here we go. We got Giuseppe Deschi on the Arizona Cardinals. We got Adam Light on the Atlanta Falcons. Joe Lurch on the Baltimore Ravens. Giuseppe Deschi also on the Bills. We got Charles Wiley Oxendine on the Carolina Panthers. Adam Light on the Bears. Joey Amadio in on the Bengals. Strictly Business. Jack Strickler from LFG on the Brownies. We got Robert Avisha on the Cowgirls. Metzi on Denver. Giuseppe also on the Lions. Joe Lurch on the Packers and the Texans. Wow, this game's still 14-14. We got Matthew Vanover on the Colts. Ox also on the Jags. B3 on the Chiefs. We got Matty Vanover on the Raiders. Harlan Benner on the Chargers. Mike Haralambis on the Rams. Stanton Griggs on the Finns. Minnesota's still out there and available. 89 for the Vikings. If nobody takes them, I'll keep them. We got Travis Hammonds in on the Patriots. Mike Haralambis on the Saints. We got B3 and the boys on the G-Men. Matty Vanover on the Jets. Joe Lurch on the Eagles. Jason Denault on the Steelers. Wayne Mowry also on the Niners. We got Fat Uncle Breaks, a.k.a. Corey Markle, in on Seattle. That's the commish from our fantasy league. We got Ox on Tampa. James Rosenberger jumping in on Tennessee. And then Goody Goody rounding it out on the Washington Commanders / Redskins / football team, depending on the year and the player. All right, what are we breaking tonight? Well, we got 2 Prizm hangers. You're looking for your gold waves numbered to 10 and your purple waves numbered to 99. Those are the big hits out of the Prizm hangers. We're going to take the hobby down for a moment so we can work around it. We've got 2025 Elite. It's our only 2025 retail box, but it is pro uniform. You're looking for the green Disco Blaster exclusives plus one Aspiration Shimmer or Status Explosion, aka the poor man's Kaboom. So we got one from 2025. We do have two Phoenix Blasters. You're looking for your ultra rare Color Blast. You get 3 parallels as well, and they do have autos, usually about 1 numbered per box. We got 2 of them. Color Blast is a monster hit if you can get one. Next up, we've got the Contenders Blasters. You're looking for 1 auto or mem guaranteed. Your ultra rares would be the Permit to Dominate and Superstar die cuts. Autos are possible on the rookie ticket autos, and we got 2 of those as well. Next, you've got 2024 Select on the Mega. We got 3 of them. You're looking for autos plus the ultra rare Zebra. Also, the Zebra. The Zebras are not just the only ultra rares. Big Cat, what's up, brother? I still didn't get a chance to listen to your message. It came in while I was at football, and then today when I remembered, I was also at football. But I will listen to it after the break. In addition to the Zebras, you've got the tie-dyes numbered to 25 and the really rare Snake Skin, which is numbered to 2. We've only pulled 1 of those in the last 5 years. They're super hard to hit, but we got 3 of them. So 1, 2, 3 on the Megas. And then we've got 2025 on the Donruss Hobby. You're looking for 18 rated rookies, 18 packs, so roughly 1 per pack, 1 auto and 1 mem, and then the ultra rare Downtown, new style this year on the Downtown. So Donruss Hobby, 1 of our half case. We've got, I think, 5 more, so we got 6. So it's actually a little less than a half case. But you got Donruss, and then a product we haven't opened yet, but one of my all-time favorites, Panini 1 on the 2024 Hobby. You're going to find 1 autograph card in a sealed 1-touch per box on average. What I have seen is a lot of them are, you're seeing 2 per box, 2 cards, which is different than last year. Looking for your Color Blast is a ultra rare in here. Also, I believe they started putting in the Night Moves. Yeah, Night Moves. So you got Blank Slate, Team Titans, Color Blast, Night Moves, and 1 Originals are the ultra rares. So really excited for that. All right, let's get started, B3. Last call on the Vikings. What up, goody goody? 89 takes him down for J.J. McCarthy and Dallas Turner. If not, I will keep him. We're going to rip this down, and then we'll get started. I'll go in real quick and just mark them as kept or sold if anyone takes them. 89 would take them down for the Vikings. That one ripped weird. All right. Looking for any kid cards. Man, these blasters are hard to open. They're like super glued. Oof. Back to Ubering to work and back to the 13 belt snap. Oh, dang, dude. You have not had good luck this year, Big Cat. You need 2026. Let's just pass the rest of this one. All right. I'm going to go ahead and go in and mark this as the Vikings kept, unless someone else claimed them. Not sure if someone did. Goody goody, I got you. Thank you, sir. Goody goody. Good. My man. Alright, let me go into Facebook real quick. Doesn't look like anyone commented to take them, so I'm going to keep them. We'll delete that post. That was the one that James claimed Tennessee on. And then what I will do is go in here and say the house B3 will keep Mini. Alright, and then I marked it closed. And then let's go in and just put B3 on them so there's no confusion. I think we're good. All right. I know that that's on the way. I don't need 800 million email reminders. All right, we're good. Everything's marked off. Good to go. At least I still have the Lord and my health. That's it. Two things you can't really value: time and health. You know, it's kind of just like, yeah, things you got to be eternally grateful for. You can never get it back, and you can't really be compensated for it. All right, here we go. Break 425. We got Anthony Richardson leading it off. Pat Fryermuth, Ramondre Stevenson. We got King Henry. My homies will always get a sleeve. We got DK. Round one numbers is going to be Jared Verse and Chop Robinson. Two of the Defensive Rookie of the Year qualifiers or final contestants. You've also got a red foil parallel round 4 between Jalen Wright and Isaac Garendo. Nice one there. So that'll be a dice drop between the Dolphins, which is Stanton Griggs, so he would be in on both. One would be versus Mike Haralambis on the Rams. The other one would be versus Maury on the Niners. We got Amon-Ra, Darius Slayton, Keenan Allen, Cooper Kupp, Scary Terry, Nico Collins, CeeDee Lamb, and a rookie stallion, Blake Corum, going out to Mike Haralambis. You got Jacoby Brissett, Zay Flowers, Butker, Tyler Lockett, Jahmyr Gibbs, Brian Burns, Swifty. A draft class between Joe Klecko and Tony Dorsett. That's Jets and Cowgirls. That's going to be a drop between Matty V and Robert Avisha. Khalil Mack, Austin Eckler. You got TJ Watt, Dak Prescott, Harrison Smith, Lamar Jackson, Bryce Young on a red foil. Going out to Carolina and Ox. We got Caleb Williams, round 1, pick 1, going out to the Bears. Adam Light on Chi-Town. Shake and Bake, Aiden Hutchinson, Breece Hall, DJ Moore, Puka, Bobby Wagner holding back Jordan Travis on the rookie ticket variation swatch for Matty V. And then Dallas Turner on the back for a draft class round 1, pick 17. So Caleb, first quarterback out. We'll take it. Little Stallions, Corum, and then a couple of dice drops. Then a couple parallels and a little Mahomes. All right, let's get these out of the way. Wondering if Carolina beating Atlanta is like fool's gold. I don't know. I'd take beating Atlanta. I'd take beating anyone. As a Giants fan, we can't seem to beat anyone but ourselves. But I'd say for morale, Big Cat, it's a step in the right direction. You got to beat someone to get the winning mentality rolling, you know? You got to beat literally anyone. All right, so that's our dice drop podium. And then we got our Caleb, first quarterback up there. Romo Dunze. Talk about another rookie who's been lighting it up recently. Dang. Who knew that a Dunze was going to look like this? He would have been drafted a lot higher in fantasy drafts, I tell you that. DJ Moore wouldn't have been the first Chicago Bears receiver taken. All right, let's go to the Phoenix. You know, I had a weird feeling about a possible big hit coming out of Phoenix, so let's call it a premonition, manifesting it, whatever you want to call it. Empty box, security tag. But I had a big hit either coming out of Phoenix or Panini 1. I'm not going to say the SSP or ultra rare variant's name, but I think you can figure it out if you look at the two products and what you could potentially get in them. But I just had a weird feeling. But I can tell you what, it ain't going to be this box because there's nothing thick enough to be one. All right, here we go. Stephon Diggs leading it off. What up, Ox? You got Mason Smith on a blue. Beauty going out to the Jags. That's going to be numbered 62 out of 125 for Jacksonville and Ox. There you go. Right time to pop in there, Charles Wiley Oxendine on the blue. Kind of a color match, too. Beautiful card. If it was BTJ, it would have been much bigger, but still nice. Keenan Allen on the laser. Those are not numbered. They're just parallels. That's going to be Adam Light. You got Joe Milton going out to Travis Hammonds on the rookie. Foye, Montez Sweat. You got a orange parallel, Logan Wilson, also not numbered. That one going out to the Bengals and Joey. We got Will Richard on the base for the kicker. Demario Davis, Kyle Hamilton, Hufanga. Jalen Polk going out to Travis Hammonds, also on the Patriots. You got Geno Addison, Rome Odunze. His ears were burning. Look at that Contours laser. Nice looking card for Adam Light. Ray Davis going out to the Bills. That's Giuseppe. Then you got Stingley, Aaron Jones, Quincy Williams, Devin Culp for Tampa and Ox. You got Cortland Sutton, Josh Allen, Jeremiah Trotter on the laser for Philly and Joe. And then Luke McCaffrey for Goody Goody. Not bad for the first Phoenix. Nice little numbered hit there. Trotter's a nice rookie. That Odunze is a beaut. We're actually going to cover up Caleb with that one. Caleb's got to get a better card to start off with. Good old Mason on the blue. Keenan Allen looked like a shell of himself with Chicago, but now over in Charger land with Herbert again, he's looking great. All right, let's get these last few sleeved up. They even brought Joe Milton in for the Cowgirls this week. That was kind of interesting. I mean, the game was far out of reach, but our tempers flaring in Dallas. I wonder. All right, bench is good. Get these out of the way. And we rock on. Let's go to Elite on the blaster. 2025. Let's see if we can find a big rookie. It is a dented box. You know what they say about dented boxes. 60% of the time they hit every single time. So they're always good luck. Empty box. Empty box. Here we go, boys. Good luck. Good luck. Starting off with a few blasters. Then we'll jump over to Prizm for a minute on the hangers. And we'll come back to the blasters. Maybe we'll throw a Mega in the mix just to kind of spice it up instead of saving them all till the end. kid card. Last pack. All right, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Good luck. Braylon Allen leading it off. We got Bo Jackson, Ozzie Newsome, and a full throttle Scary Terry. That one going out to Goody Goody. Very nice. Trey Hendrickson, Mike Evans, Jackson Smith and Jigba, and a T-Law green disco going out to the Jags. That's Ox. Bo Nix year 2, BTJ year 2. We got Joey Bosa holding back, JD5 on the N. There we go. Start working on that nameplate, Goody Goody. Bucky Irving, you got Saquon Barkley, Nick Bosa holding back, Michael Irvin on a red to 999, 737 out of 999. Nice little PC hit there for Robert Avisha. Big Cowgirls fans. We got Worthy, Darrell Green, Mason Taylor is your green disco rookie. Then you got Bryce Young on the Elite. So the Mason Taylor going out to Matty V on the Jets. Bryce Young also going out to Ox. Then you got James Cook, William Andrews, JD5, and Travis Hunter. Big card there for Ox on the rookie. Hard to get these green discos because you only get 1 or 2 per box. And each box is like 30 bucks. That's a beauty. There you go, Ox. Need something on the Jags to hit. Dang. Yeah, I have Neighbors and Baker Mayfield, and they both combined for like 8 points. It was bad. No bueno. One, 2, 3, and 4. All right, good. Where do we go next? Let's go to a Prizm. Empty box. We got 2 of them, so might as well pop them both. Empty box. These boxes are such a pain. All right. Let's get it. Who's screaming upstairs? All right. Here we go. Good luck, B3. Good luck. I don't see any purple or gold. So we need something else to bail us out on Prizm. Here we go. Kobe Turner, Reggie Wayne, Sammy D. You got Chris Jones, Garrett Wilson, Treylon Burks, Mike Quick, LeVar Arrington, Terrell Suggs, a.k.a. T-Sizzle. You got Jared Stidham, Tommy Tremble, Aiden Hutchinson. Andre Ware is your silver for Detroit. That's going to be Giuseppe. Marvin Mims on the Broncos on the purple wave. That's Denver and Metzi. Mark Brunell on the, pink wave, not purple wave. Pat Fryermuth also pink. Brunell going out to Ox. and Fryermuth to Jason Denault. Then you got Byron Murphy on a pink wave rookie going out to Corey. BTJ on the emergent. That's going to be Ox. You got Ricky Williams on the green portal for Miami and Stanton. And then Ricky Pearsall coming out for Wayne Mowry. Taekwon Lewis, Dan Marino, Pacheco, Hopkins, Reed Blankenship, Bobby Wags. You got Phil Simms, Jared Goff, Montez Sweat, Kurt Warner, Amari Cooper, Marlon Humphrey, Mushin Muhammad is your silver. That is Carolina and Ox. Dennis Gardeck going out to Giuseppe on the Cardinals. Daniel Carlson to the Raiders, Matty V. And then you got Lockett to Seattle and Corey. Eric All is your pink wave rookie for Cincy. That is going to be Joey Amadio. Nice pickup there. Lad McConkey on the emergent for Harlan. You got Joe Montana on the green wave portals for the Chiefs in B3. And then Brock Bowers does actually sneak out for Matty V. That's a nice one, especially for Prizm. We'll take it. On the base. Not bad. Some decent names. Decent names. All right, let's get the bench in order here. All right, we're good there. Let's get these guys sleeved up, all the color. All right. So I was hoping for a gold wave or a purple wave. They are super rare to hit, but if you get the right rookie, it's a monster card. You know, you get like a Bo Nix gold wave to 10, you're talking you're at least $5,000, $7,000. I mean, monster card. So I'm always hoping and praying we grab the right one and we just get lucky. We've done it before. I pulled a monster like that. I remember when we got Herbert's rookie downtown like 2 years ago, well after. I bought some Fanatics exclusive blasters. Brian Graves was on the Chargers and we pulled out the friggin' Herbert rookie downtown. It was like a $3,500 card. PSA 10 was like $5-6 grand. Yeah, Cam Scatterblue looks amazing. Such an angry, violent runner of the football, and like he means it. You know, like it's not like a one-play thing or a two-play thing. He runs angry and hard all the time. Reminds me of Brandon Jacobs. Like that's who we used to have that ran like that. And Ahmad Bradshaw. Bradshaw wasn't afraid to lower his shoulder and run people over either. Another patch. Man, some of these packs feel like they're super glued. Ugh. There we go. All right, here we go. We got Will Levis, Jalen Hurts, Jordan Love, Jamar Chase, Tyreek Hill, Kyler Murray, Zaire Franklin. Draft class is going to be Warren Sapp and Tony Baselli. On the round 1, pick 2, that's a dice drop between Jacksonville Ox and Tampa Bay Ox. So no dice drop needed. George Kittle, Chris Olave, Dalton Kincaid, Gardner Minshew, Rashad White. You got C-Watt, Christian Watson, Aaron Rodgers, Trey Benson now becoming a starter. Round 3, pick 2. Nice one there. He's one of the hottest fantasy pickups this week. You got Joe Burr, Tua, James Conner. He's the one that went down to make the path for Trey Benson available. You got Jonathan Taylor, Micah Parsons, Kendrick Bourne, Aaron Rodgers on a red foil. Nice one there for the Jets and Matty V. Little round 3 numbers. Jermaine Burton and Roman Wilson. Dice drop between the Bengals, which is Joey Amadio, and the Steelers, Jason Denault. We got Kyron, Trey McBride, James Cook, George Karlaftis, Shake and Bake, Aiden Hutchinson. Another draft class. This one is Marshall Faulk and Isaac Bruce. It is a round 2, pick 33 dice drop between Matthew Vanover and Mike Haralambis. Nice red foil here, JD5. Red foil draft class. Round 1, pick 2. Nice hit there for Goody Goody on the color match. You got Josh Allen, Max Crosby, Mike Evans, Josh Jacobs, Garrett Wilson, Trey Hendrickson, Audric Estime going out to Metzi on the rookie ticket variation swatch. And then Jalen Polk is our rookie stallion. Polk going out to Travis Hammonds. Beautiful red JD5 here. Let's get those out of the way. Another dice drop there. Trey Benson. Wonder how he'll do with his newfound opportunity. And then we got one more on the swatch, which is Audric Estime. Estime, STU. There we go. Alright, let's go to Phoenix. Looks like we did save all the megas for the end. It's good luck, I guess. Just save them all. Alright, Washington. Got a little podium going. Jets. Good. All right. Phoenix. Last Phoenix box. Empty box. Security tag. I just need no more points for King Henry to beat Donnie in the big money league. So in our bigger fantasy league that I do with Scotty Struble and my uncle, I'm playing Donnie. We're tied at 49, and I basically just need to keep King Henry out of the end zone. No big, like, 30-yard runs and no end zone, which is a tall ask for King Henry. I mean, he is who he is. All right, here we go. Garrett Wilson leading it off. Mike Evans. You got Myles Garrett on the laser for the Brownies. That's going to be Jack Strickler. Bo Nix coming out for Metsy. Very nice. We got Brian Burns, James Cook, Xavier Worthy on the laser. Going out to the Chiefs. That's going to be B3. Beautiful card. Latu coming out for Indy. Matty V. You got Dak Prescott, Josh Allen, Russell Wilson, Darius Robinson coming out for Giuseppe. Deshaun Watson, Aiden Hutchinson. You got Isaac Garendo on the laser rookie rising. Not numbered. That one going out to the Niners and Wayne Mowry. We'll take that. Quinyon Mitchell to the Eagles. Joe Lurch. You got George Karlaftis, CJ Stroud, the Honey Badger, Jalen McMillan. Nice one there for Tampa and Ox. Then you got Jalen Warren, Mark Andrews. Your orange is DK for Corey. Not numbered, I don't think. No. And then Tyler Nubin for B3 and the boys. And they are kicking a field goal, huh? All right. So now what? 24-21? I think. Okay. All right, just a couple more to sleeve up. And Latu. Okay. All right, bench is good. Let's get to our megas. Getting to be the end of our mega case, so I'm looking to see what big hit is still lurking. Empty box, security tag tumbling out. 28-21 Detroit Rock City. Dang, they get the ball back already? What a weird handoff. Oh, I see why. That's nasty. What a play design. What a play design that was. That little toss was filthy. right, here we go. First Mega. Good luck, B3. We got Urlacher leading us off on the concourse. Joe Montana on a concourse. Drake May coming out for the Patriots. That's going to be Travis Hammonds on a concourse. Braylon Allen, green and black. Nice color match there for the Jets. That's going to be Matty V. Pat Fryermuth on the green and black for Jason Denault. Jahmyr Gibbs on the futures base going out to Detroit. That's Giuseppe. Xavier Worthy for B3 on a premier. You got Travis Kelce. Quinyon Mitchell on the concourse base going out to the Eagles. Joe Lurch. You got Theo Johnson for the boys on a concourse die cut silver. Very nice. We'll take that. Torrey Taylor, black and green concourse. Shock going out to the Bears. That's Adam Light. Jermaine Burton on a select certified going out to Cincy. Joey Amadio. We've got J.J. McCarthy on a club level base. That's a nice one. Clubs are one of the harder ones to get. That going out to the unclaimed Vikings and B3. You've got Isaiah Likely on a premier base. JD5 coming out on a concourse. There we go. Goody goody. Jaden getting started. MPJ Rogers. You got Daniel Carlson on a black and green shock for the Raiders. Matty V. Also Brian Branch coming out on a shock black and green for the Lions. That is Giuseppe. You've got Bo Nix on the numbers for Metzi. Nice one there. AJ Barner on a premier level rookie. Going out to the Seahawks and Corey. Braylon Allen on a concourse base to the Jets. That's going to be Matty V. Where did I put that? Jaden Reed. Najee Harris on a black and green for Jason Denault. Black and green, Joshua Carty for the Rams on a club. Mike Haralambis. That one flew away. JD5 on the turbocharge for Goody Goody. Rashee Rice on a club base. David Njoku on a premier base. You got Najee Harris on a concourse. Daniel Carlson on a concourse. Torrey Taylor for Adam Light on the Bears on a concourse. Then you got Jabril Peppers on the club level die cut. Going out to the Patriots and Travis Hammonds. Nice one there. Jordan Love on the green and black premier level. Packers and Joe Lurch. Caleb Williams on a futures for Adam Light. You got Phillip Rivers on a premier. Malik Washington on a base concourse going out to the Finns. That's Stanton. Maserati Marv finally showing up for Giuseppe on a concourse. Maserati Marv on the black and green shock. Nice one there. You got Josh Allen on a green and black club level. That's a really nice one for Buffalo. Giuseppe. Then you got Malachi Corley on the select certified for the Jets. That's going to be Matty V. Rogers on the club. And Spencer Rattler coming out on the premier level base for the Saints. He is their starter now. That is Mike Haralambis. No one knows how long he will be the starter, but he is the starter. They brought Tyler Shuck in this weekend, it looked like. Gave him a look once the game was out of reach. Sleeve these up real quick, and then we will get on to the next Mega. Malachi Corley showing up. This was a big one. Maserati Marv getting the Cardinals going. Marv again. Jets picking up a few. Braylon Allen a couple times. All right, let's get to these other hits. You got Torrey Taylor on some color. Theo Johnson was a nice one. He's starting to get in the mix a little bit with the Giants, becoming a receiving target of Russell Wilson whenever he decides to throw the ball well. Little JD5 action. Little Bo Nix. Some more JD5. Forgot we found JJ McCarthy and Drake May in that box too. Piece of wax or something on the back of that. Okay, so JJ we got to get a podium for, and we got to get a podium for Drake May. And get these guys out of the way. Okay, let's see here. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Okay. Good. Alright, bench is set. We just got one last little to do here. We're going to put JJ back here and Drake May on the back line. And then move these guys to the front line. Alright, let's get the veterans sleeved up real quick. Alright, let's get these out of the way. And then we can jump to the next mega. Okay. What I do need to do is get more top loaders too. There we go. Okay, so that's good. Those are good. Let's get some more top loaders up here. more than that. There we go. Good. Few sleeves down here. Good. All right, we're set. Mega number 2. Oh, Joey, what did you say before? I'm so confused. I thought for sure I'd see the Bengals in the middle of the podium. Yeah, Joey, we're working on it. Shoot Dart, mate. Yeah, we might see Jackson Dart sooner than later, Corey, for sure. Or Charles. Like, I just, I don't want to throw him in and have him get demolished. Like, I think you need to put him in at the right time. And our schedule is just brutal, man. This year's schedule is absolutely brutal for the Giants. All right, so that last Mega had a lot of good rookies, a lot of quarterbacks, which is great, but no hit. So what we're going to do this time is we're going to let this round marinate and see if it helps. Because I got to pee anyway. So I'm going to run and do that. We're going to let this marinate and then see if that helps us or hurts us. Usually a good marinating helps us. And I'm seeing some color in there, so you never know. I see something. Something feels right. Something just feels right. We're going to let it marinate. I got a good feeling about this one. All right, I'm going to quickly use the restroom and grab a seltzer, and then I'll be right back. Once back, we have this one marinating, 1 Mega. We got another one on deck, that's 2. Then we got our Donruss Hobby, which is our 3rd box left, and then we'll end with the big hurrah on Panini 1. So really excited for that. Let me go get a cold seltzer, take a quick peek, and I'll be right back. Nate Wiggins against Tesla. You got to see this one. Oh, I don't know. That looked clean. I hope they didn't call pass interference on that. All right, B3, we are back with a frozen seltzer. Not even ice cold, just frozen into chunks. There's a little bit in there. The rest is ice. It'll melt as we go, though, and stay nice and cold. All right, B3. Let's do the damn thing. Do the damn thing. All right, we got the Select Mega number 2 on deck. Here we go. Good luck, B3. We got Michael Pittman Jr. I think we got something big in here. Aaron Rodgers. Joe Andreessen on the black and green. Concourse Shock going out to the Bills. Giuseppe. We've got the Jimmy Graham club level green and black going out to the Saints and Mike Haralambis. That's a cool throwback. Dak Prescott on the numbers base for Robert Avisha. You've got Mike Evans on the club base going out to Ox on Tampa. Xavier Legette on a premier level rookie. Nice one there. Braylon Allen on the concourse. That one goes to Matty V, and the Carolina Legette goes to Ox. You've got Jaden Reed, JD5 back again for Goody Goody. Kelly Ringo is your club level die cut for Philly. That's going to be Joe Lurch. Nice one there. Kyle Pitts on a green and black premier level going out to Atlanta. That is Adam Light. Turbocharged Cooper Kupp going out to the Rams. Mike Haralambis. We've got Brian Thomas Jr. on a nice premier level base for Ox on the Jags. Daniel Carlson. Torrey Taylor on the concourse. Ivan Pace on the black and green for the Vikings. That's B3. Lamar Jackson coming out on a black and green premier level. Shock. That's the Ravens. Joe Lurch. Nice one there. Keon Coleman going out to the Bills. Giuseppe on a futures. Then you got Brock Purdy on a base club. N'Kobe Dean on a base premier. Devonta Smith. Blake Corum coming out. This is the Rams. Mike Haralambis. Nice rookie there. George Kittle on a black and green. Shock concourse for San Fran. That's Wayne Mowry. Joe Alt on a premier level. Shock for the Chargers. Nice rookie there for Harlan. Ooh, there's our hit. Malik Neighbors on the turbocharge going out to B3. Nice little rookie. And then Alex Anzalone on a tie. Looks like a red. Might be tie-dye. No, that's just the background. A red premier level. That is numbered 65 out of 249. 65 out of 249 for the Detroit Lions, Giuseppe Deschi. Rodgers on the premier level base. You've got Joe Montana. Drake May coming back out for Travis Hammonds on the Patriots. You've got David Montgomery on a Concourse Silver die cut for the Lions. That one also going out to Giuseppe. Will Anderson Jr. on a black and green Concourse Shock going out to the Texans. That's Joe Lurch. You got Ricky Pearsall on a futures rookie for Wayne Mowry. Cortland Sutton on a club. Jalen Waddle on a premier. Travis Kelce. Quinion Mitchell going out to Joe Lurch on a concourse base. Urlacher. You got Kamari Lassiter on a black and green concourse shock rookie for Joe Lurch on Houston. Nice one there. CD Lamb on the green and black premier level for Robert Avisha. JD5 coming back out on a select certified for Goody Goody. And Michael Penix finally showing up on a premier level base going out to Atlanta. That is Adam Light. So Penix finally showing up. We're going to move the dice drop podium and put Penix in. We'll put the dice drop podium on the side. There we go. Stay over there. All right, we'll get the base out of there. Base premieres, base clubs. Let's get Anzalone in the mix. We'll move Bowers out to the side here. Then we got Kamari Lassiter on some rookie color for the Texans. Joe Alt rookie color for the Chargers. And a little Ray Davis for the Bills. No, sorry. Joe Andreessen for the Bills. Then we got Quinion, Torrey Taylor. Why am I buzzing? All right, that takes care of all those. All right, let's get these guys taken care of now. Was expecting to see a big Bengals hit right up front. That's coming out of Panini 1 there, Joey. That's coming out of Panini 1. Just a little patience for me, okay? It's coming. It's coming. All right, we got Leak. We got Blake Corum. Mr. Corum. I wonder if he's going to see any action this year or not. Kyron is obviously their starter, but I feel like sometimes he gets a little banged up. Another nice BTJ. Another Jaden Daniels. So starting to hit some JD5 in volume there. Goody, goody. No crazy big hit yet, but volume is there. Sometimes you got to do it in volume. All right, that should be all the rookies. So let's get those organized now. Alright, good. Bench is set. Let's get these veterans sleeved up real quick, and then we'll go on to the last mega number 3. So at least the marinating did get us a little hit. Got a little Alex Anzalone out for us. I think we can do a little better on the third one. I think the third time's a charm for B3. Couple more here. Man, CD's ankle looked like it got jacked up this week. I saw the replay. Ooh. Man. I don't know how they bend that way. Because that was wild. Okay. good there. Henry fumble. Oh, man. King Henry, what are you doing? Later, big cat. All right, here we go. I would like to see the Lions win this game anyway to show that, like, they're not some, crap team this year. They're just, slow starters, but I think they're a good squad. Empty box, security tag. There's Lamar Jackson breaking loose. Fourth down. Fourth down. Dang. This is, I love when there's good games on. Like sometimes you don't really get the good games, even though they're supposed to be good games. But I like when it's a high scoring, fun matchup. Lots of points, lots of big plays. It's just more fun to watch. I picked up the Vikings defense this week for my big fantasy leagues. Like I'm trying to stream defenses for the most part, and yeah, it was a big pickup. They put up 30 points for me, which is crazy. All right, here we go. Kyle Hamilton, Lamar Jackson, Harrison Smith. We got Chris Jones on the black and green. Shock going out to B3. J.K. Dobbins on the black and green. Shock Premier going out to the Chargers. That's Harlan. We got Dak Prescott on the numbers for Robert Avisha. Bobby Okereke on the Premier. We got Kareem Hunt, Xavier Worthy on a base going out to B3. Romo Dunze on a shock black and green going out to the Bears. That is Adam Light. Nice one there. Debo Samuel on a black and green going out to Wayne Mowry. San Fran. You got Brock Bowers on the select certified going out to Vegas. Matty V. Boomer Esiason upside down on a club base. Joe Namath on a premier. You got Rasul, DeMarcus Lawrence, Amari Cooper. You've got a premier level die cut silver Amon-Ra St. Brown going out to the Lions and Giuseppe. Anzalone on a black and green, also Giuseppe. We got Keon Coleman on a futures, that's Giuseppe Deschi as well. Joe Burrow on a premier. Jahan Dotson, Will Richard on a concourse base rookie going out to B3. Tyrone Tracy to B3 on the black and green, nice rookie. Ed Oliver on the club level, black and green, going out to the Bills, Giuseppe. You got a turbocharged Cooper Kupp for Mike Haralambis. Jameson Williams on an upside down club level. DJ Moore on a premier. Cedric Tillman. Justin Fields. Rome Odunze on a beautiful Concourse Silver die cut. Adam Light, nice pickup. CJ Stroud on the black and green. Going out to Houston. Joe Lurch. We got JD5 on a select certified for Goody Goody. Josh Allen on a club. James Cook on a premier. Brock Bowers coming back out on a concourse. That's going to be Matty V. You got Rashad White. Tua on a black and green concourse. Going out to the Finns. That's Stanton. Patrick Mahomes on a premier level. Nice one there for B3. I'll take that. Ricky Pearsall coming out on the futures. It's holding back a hit. You got Dak Prescott on the back on a premier. Pearsall, San Fran, Wayne Mowry holding back. Dak Prescott, another big PC hit for Robert Avisha on the red shock. That is nicely centered too. Dak Prescott red. 35 out of 249. Robert Avisha is cruising right now on them Cowgirls. Get the base out of there. All right. got my homies. Always gets a sleeve, but especially when he's in color. Beautiful Odunze. Nice Tyrone Tracy. He separated his shoulder this week, so he's going to be down for a while. Another nice Odunze there. All right. Let's find my Giants here. There we go. We got a few more. We'll get them up on a podium. All right, good. Let's get the rest of these going. We got Ricky. He's got a podium already. We got Brock. He's got a podium already. We got JD5. He's got a podium already. Keon Coleman does not. Brock Bowers, back to him. He does. So does Xavier Worthy. Alright, now we just got our veteran color that we got to sleeve up. Then we can move on to the hobby. Specifically Donruss. Excited for that one. All right. Done and done on select. All right, here we go. Good luck, B3. We got Donruss 2025. Last night game was definitely not it. Chiefs looked plain. We'll see. Yeah. Giants game was awful last night. Absolutely atrocious. All right, we're going to just reach in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So 18 total packs. We are good on the number. 18 total. You're looking for one auto, one mem. All right, we'll rip it all down first. Remember, this is 2025 Donruss. First look at 2025 Donruss hobby. First look at 2025 Donruss at all. Usually the retail sometimes sneaks out before the hobby stuff does. Got some kind of a hit down there, some kind of a die cut it looks like. But yeah, usually you'll see some of the retail stuff first for Donruss, but hobby actually came out first for us. I know the tins did sneak out early to some, but ours are on their way. Looks like there's another die cut of some sort. Now this case that these Donruss boxes came out of, I saw a few of the boxes opened in shop, and someone hit a 101, someone hit a gold vinyl to 5, but no downtown was pulled yet. And we got the last of the case, so I'm hoping that in one of these boxes is a downtown lurking, because it was still live. And I know some cases don't necessarily have to have one, but usually they do. Kit card. Wondering where our mem card is. Still haven't come across that. Oh, I think we just, nope. I was going to say, I think we just found it. There it is. That's the one. That's the big fatty. You can see. Look how thick that is. Right there. Big thickie. So we'll put that on the bottom. Slide that over. And then last pack. We got a kid card on the back. All right. That is our Donruss stack, ladies and gentlemen. Gentlemen and gentlemen, I don't think any of the ladies joined us tonight. All right, here we go. Ooh, we got something gold. Good luck, P3. Good luck. Mike Evans leading it off. We got Jeffrey Simmons. Mikel Williams on the rated rookie. That's a linebacker going out to Wayne Mowry. Colson Loveland. 134 out of 199 on the press proof. Numbered rookie. Nice hit there for the Bears. Bears staying hot. Nice hit. Adam Light, I believe. Yes. You got Jahmyr Gibbs, Bijan, Legend Series, Jeremy Shockey. That's pretty cool. Going out to the Giants. Bomb Squad, Rome Odunze. That one not numbered. Going out to Adam Light on the Bears. I don't believe it's numbers. Nope, just an insert. All right, we got Javonte Williams, Nico Collins, Dalton Schultz, Hunter Henry. Woody Marks is your rookie on the running back for Houston. That's going to be Joe Lurch. You got Ricky Williams, Torrey Holt, Colson Loveland back again on the rookies. Another nice one for the Bears. Adam Light starting to heat up. Bayshul Tootin going out to the Jaguars on a throwback. Rated rookie. That is Ox. Nice one there. Best of instant. King Henry going out to the Ravens. That's Joe Lurch. You got Dave Craig, Jalen McMillan, Saquon Barkley, Russell Wilson. Shamar Stewart, defensive end for the Bengals. That's Joey Amadio. Then you got Trey Benson, Mike Rozier. Lamar Jackson is the Dominators. Joe Lurch on Baltimore. Not numbered. Nice insert, though. Then you got Zach Baun on the road to the Super Bowl for the Eagles. Also, Joe Lurch. We've got a Tetaroa McMillan numbered bomb squad. 63 out of 100. Carolina and Ox. That's a big one. 63 out of 100 on the bomb squad. Tetaroa McMillan. Big hit there. Very nice. Carolina. You got Hawkinson, Tajay, Debo, and then Cedric Tillman holding back a press proof gold die cut. JD5. 1 out of 25. Break paid for, goody goody. Bang. Monster. Break paid for, sir. Your break is cashed, goody goody. You needed that. It's been a hot minute. Since you've had a big JD5 hit, there she is. I had a feeling it was Jaden too. We pulled a gold. We pulled the rookie for you last year, gold number to 25, and now we get the year 2 on the die cut. That's crazy. Talk about good luck. Clock is ticking, it looks like. Still ticking away. Alright, we got Tetaroa McMillan. That's a big one right there. We'll get that sleeved up and on a podium. Then we got Mr. Loveland. Not Odunze. Loveland. Number to 199 for the Bears. Another nice one. Little Woody Marks. And then Michael Williams. All right, let's get these out of the way. All right, good. Bench is set. Everything's good there. All right, need a swig. Who just scored? Oh, it's holding. All right. Oh, goody, goody. It's too thick to fit in a one-touch, brother. It's too thick. It's too wide. It's literally wider than the one-touch itself, so I can't one-touch it. That's rare. I've never seen that. It's actually wider than the one-touch base. Oh my god, it hugs the penny sleeve too. That's weird. That thing is thicker than the other cards. We're gonna have to throw it in a top loader, but that is a beauty. Holy cow. What a gorgeous card. I knew they were up front and center for a reason. All right, here we go. We got Jarquez Hunter going out to the Rams. That's going to be Mike Haralambis on the rookie. T. Sizzle, Art Monk, Jack Beck, wide receiver for the Raiders, going out to Matty V on the rookies. You got Justin Herbert on a bomb squad, Myles Garrett, Neighbors, Shakir, Olave, Matthew Golden coming out for the Packers. Nice one there. Joe Lurch, I believe. Yep, on the Golden. Then you got Lamar Jackson, Jalen Wright, Drake May on an Elite Series. That one going out to Travis Hammonds. Then you got a Gridiron Kings rookies, Riley Leonard for the Colts. Riley Leonard on the Gridiron King rookies. You got Road to the Super Bowl, Josh Allen going out to Giuseppe. Justin Fields, Puka Nacua, Dante Culpepper. Chad Johnson. Jeff Garcia is your press proof red. Nice color match there for Wayne Mowry. Then you've got the Jaden Higgins, Houston, Joe Lurch on the rated. You got Taysom, Micah Parsons, Pat Bryant, the rookies going out to Denver and Metsy. Nice one there. Best of Panini Instant is Joe Milton doing the backflip for Travis Hammonds. Then you got Steven Jackson, Wandale Robinson, Cole Kmet, Devonta Smith, Carson Schweisinger for the Brownies. That's going to be Strickler. You got Montez Sweat, Joe Mixon, Tyler Shook on the rated rookie retro. That is a beautiful looking card. Saints, Mike Haralambis. Very nice. And then Amika Egbuka going out to the Buccaneers and Ox on the rookie Gridiron Kings. A lot of nice rookies showing up. Tyler Shuck on the retro rated rookies. All right, all right. Cruising right along. Oh, I forgot. We got to check for the aqueous tests for Donruss. They always do that with the hobby only. They put aqueous test on the back if you get one. It's basically like a color test for the hobby product. So let's check the other ones too. You never know. They're rare, very hard to get. But if you get one that's, it's not worth anything crazy, but it's a nice little PC hit. I know a couple guys who tried to put together the whole aqueous test set, but it's so hard because Donruss is like a 450 plus card set. All right. Speaking of bomb squads, we got another one sitting right on top. This one is Caleb Williams, and that's Adam Light. Oh, I heard Victor Cruz was in this set. Now I see proof. Good to see him showing back up in certain card sets. All right, let's go down to about here. As you can see, Victor Cruz back in the set. Pretty cool. Zach Bond, Jonathan Mingo, Devin Hester. We got a rated rookie TJ Sanders, defensive tackle for the Bills. That's Giuseppe. JT Tuamaluo for the Colts. Also going out to Matty V. On the red press proof rookie, JT Tuamalualua. David Montgomery, Jalen Warren. You got an elite series rookie, Cam Ward. Nice one there. Very nice. Tennessee, James Rosenberger on the Cam Ward. Road to the Super Bowl, King Henry going out to Joe Lurch. You got Tremaine Edmonds, Van Ginkel, Jonathan Taylor, Brock Bowers, Colson Loveland coming back out again for Adam Light. Ed Reed, Harold Carmichael. You got Joe Burr on the Dominators going out to Mr. Joey Amadio. Riley Leonard on the throwback, rated rookie. Very nice. Colts, Matty V. You got Best of Panini Instant, T. Higgins going out to Joey Amadio. Joe Burrow, Mike Andrews, Trent Green, Okonkwo, Antonio Gibson on the press proof. That's Travis Hammonds. Then you got Travis Hunter coming out on the rated Jags. That is Ox. 2-2. Chris Godwin. You've got the all-time Gridiron Kings, Ricky Williams, going out to the Finns in Stanton. Bomb squad is going to be Sam Darnold for the Seahawks. That is Corey. Then you got Graham Gano, Tony Pollard, AR holding back, Jamal Charles, who was holding back, Calvin Johnson on a press proof 86 out of 99 on the die cut. Megatron going out to Detroit, Giuseppe Deschi, who has been hot so far. Megatron on the die cut. So we got a JD 5 to 25 gold and a Megatron to 99 silver. Both die cuts. What a box this is turning out to be. Plus, can't forget the Colson Loveland and Teteroa McMillan both numbered. 1 to 100, and I believe one was to 199. So this is turning out to be a crazy box already. Plus, we hit a Cam Ward already. Another Loveland. There's Cam. Kill a Cam on the Elite Series. Got to get him up on a podium. Little JT and TJ. We got JT and TJ. Check that out. Back to back, too. JT and TJ. We'll take it. All right, let's get these out of the way. Sleeve these guys up. Check for any aqueous tests. None in that stack. All right. Sitting right on top is another rookie. This is Tyleek Williams, defensive tackle for the Lions. All right. We got Devon Achane, Jaleel McLaughlin, Devon Achane on the Elite Series going out to Miami. That is Stanton Griggs. Best of Panini Instant. This is Keon Coleman going out to Giuseppe Deschi on the Bills. You've got the William Andrews, little black and white. That's pretty cool. Natron Means, Eric Dickerson, Adonai Mitchell. Tank Dell on the press proof red for Houston, Joe Lurch. Then you got Oladejo for Tennessee and James Rosenberger on the rated. Luke Kuechly, Darius Davis, Dominators Minka Fitzpatrick for Jason Denault. Best of Panini Instant, that is Will Shipley going out to the Eagles and Joe Lurch. You got Kyler, Maserati Marv, Josh Allen, Tyler Boyd. Quinn Ewers going out to Miami. That is Stanton Griggs. Nice pickup there. Nick Scourton on the press proof rated rookie for Ox. You've got Garrett Wilson, QJ, Quentin Johnson, Jalen Milroe coming out on the rookies. Nice one there for Corey Markle on the Milroe. Then you got Jackson Dart on the bomb squad for the G-Men B3. Doug Williams, Jake Ferguson, Jamison Williams, Jalen Ramsey, Jackson Dart on the rated. Dart starting to show up for B3 and the boys. You got Shakir, Demario Davis, Travis Etienne, Action All Pros is Trey Hendrickson. That's a pretty cool looking card. Heck yeah, nice one there for Joey Amadio. Not numbered. Then you got the rated rookies retros, Colson Loveland. Going out to Adam Light. That is not numbered, but a beautiful design. Adam real hot right now on the Bears. That's a cool design, too, for Hendrickson on the All-Pros. We'll get these out of the way. Little Jackson Dart for B3 and the boys. Little J Dart Bomb Squad. Then we got Mr. Milrow. We got Nick Scourton. Quinn Ewers. We'll get the Finns up on a podium. And then Titans. All right. Let's check for any aqueous tests. So far, nothing. There it is. Got one. So that is Khalil Shakir going out to the Bills. And Giuseppe Deschi on the aqueous test. Khalil Shakir. This kid has shown up already this season pretty big. Like I said, not easy to hit. Rare. Rare to get him. I don't know, goody. I just don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with Jackson Dart or my Giants. I don't even know if this coaching staff is going to be around for another couple of weeks at this point. It's just all bad. It's all bad. Even when it's good, it's bad. It's like one of those. So who knows? And in the media here in New York, it just gets magnified. Every little step of the way gets magnified. All right, we got Milrow we can put up there. There we go. And I thought we had the Panthers. We do. All right, good. There we go. All right, let's take a quick peek here. Put the Bills up there. Seattle with Milrow. Good. All right. Got the bench back in order. We're good. Let's just pick up this whole thing. Here we go. We got Terry Bradshaw, Rome Odunze, Jerome Ford, Derek Carr, Devin Neal for the Saints, rookie running back going out to Mike Haralambis. We got Michael Mayer, Tyler Lockett, Jerry Jeudy on a Dominators for the Browns. That is going to be Jack Strickler. You got Mason Taylor on the throwback rated rookie. That one going out to the Jets and Matthew Vanover. You got Brett Favre on a Hall of Fame inducted. Nice little insert there for Matty V. Matthew Stafford. Daniel Carlson. Mike Williams. Josh Downs. Then you got J.K. Dobbins on the press proof. Going out to the Chargers. That's going to be Harlan. Savion Williams on the rated for Green Bay. That is Joe Lurch. You got Isaiah Likely, DeMarvion Overshone, Peyton Manning on the Gridiron Kings for the Colts. That is going to be Matty V. Road to the Super Bowl, Brian Robinson going out to Goody Goody. You got DK, John Elway, George Kittle. We got another die cut. This time it is Christian Watson on the silver, numbered 93 out of 99. So just 6 off the bookend. That one going out to Green Bay and Joe Lurch. 93 out of 99. We'll take it. Putting the Packers on the board. Then you got Josiah Stewart for the Rams on the rated. Might as well sleeve these up while I'm at it. I do see our auto, and it is not a huge name. But getting the numbered cards we've gotten so far kind of does show that your auto is probably not going to be great when you get McMillan and JD5 and Loveland and a whole bunch of others already out of one box. It's a pretty damn good box. All right, get this out of the way. We got a couple of inserts to sleeve up. Get those out of the way. That's good. All right, let's check for any tests. I don't think you can get 2 in one box, but you never know. Oh, that is the Peyton Manning. Didn't mean to put that in there. Peyton on the Gridiron King. And then our auto is up next. That one going out to Giuseppe Desky and the Bills to 199. It's 37 out of 199. TJ Sanders on the rated rookie auto. TJ 90 to 199. So we'll throw that up on the Bills podium. All right, let's keep it rocking. We got James Conner, Travis Kelce, Josh Allen, Elite Series going out to Giuseppe. We got Bryce Young on a bomb squad going out to Ox. Rashid Shaheed, Jeff Garcia, Jamar Chase, Jordan Addison. CeeDee Lamb is your press proof. That one going out to Robert Avisha. Jalen Lane on the wide receiver rated rookie for Goody Goody. You got Vernon Davis, Charles Woodson. Trevor Lawrence on the Gridiron Kings, Jersey Kings. 289 out of 425. That one going out to Jacksonville and Ox. Big pickup there. Colson Loveland, another one for Adam Light on the Elite Series. Tyler Warren going out to Indy and Matty V. And then Xavier Legette rounds it out. Very good box. No downtown, so of course never peak excitement and peak performance on a box if there's no downtown. But take the fact that there was no downtown out of it, still a really good box. And we still got Panini 1 coming up, B3, which is a big, big product with super big hit potential. I mean, you're getting a big hit regardless because it's a 1-card box. So you're getting something good. It's just, is it like jaw-dropping or is it good? That's really what it comes down to. All right, let's get these sleeved up. We got Tyler Warren. We got Colson Loveland. One more time. I can't even fit him in the podium anymore, so I'm just kind of sticking him in the back. And then we've got the Jalen Lane. And then we got a Jersey King, which I need a big sleeve for, and a monster top loader because this thing's super thick. But it is T-Law, which is, you know, it's a quarterback hit, which is always good. So that would be great if it wasn't cracked, but it's cracked. So let's get one that's not cracked. There we go. I don't know. Could it maybe fit in one size smaller? It just looks super thick. Let's try it. This is what size? This is 160. So if I go to the next size smaller, it's 130. Let's see if I don't think it's going to fit in a 130 personally. I think it's too thick for a 130. Oh no, it does fit. Look at that. Trevor Lawrence to 425 on the Jersey Kings. Nice little hit there for the Jags. Alright, I gotta get a couple refills on some supplies real quick before we go to Panini 1, but here it is for your viewing pleasure. But we are out of 100-point top loaders, so I'm going to reload those real quick. If I can find them. There they are. That's the 100-point. Okay, good. Drop those suckers in there. Good. It's 100-point. That's 35, 35, 35. Those are all 35. I'm out of 50-point one touches. That's what I'm out of. I'm going to have to get more 50 points, but I got plenty of 75. Alright, so that's all good. Let me get a few more penny sleeves out, and then we'll get on to the action of Panini 1. Alright, there we go. Supplies are reloaded. Let's see what I can do real quick with this Bears podium. Can I take anything out to make it fit better? Torrey Taylor can come out. The rest kind of got to stay. Can I make it sit? There we go. And for Washington, we got a ton of JD5 in volume. There we go. All right, here we go. Good luck, B3. Good luck. Panini 1. Last box. Last hurrah. If you didn't get anything, now's kind of, this is your savior. It's a $400 hobby box, essentially, with one card, maybe two. All right, so we're just going to open it together because it's hard to do anything else. Good luck, B3. Here we go. Oh, my Lord. It is Justin Herbert Originals. And then there's something else under it? There is. All right, so let's take the Herbert out. Justin Herbert Originals. Panini 1. That is not numbered, but I don't know if that's an ultra rare. I think it might be an ultra rare. That is the Chargers and Harlan Benner. I believe that is a monster card. There is no number on it. It's not numbered, but I believe that is... I gotta look at the back. It says originals. Yeah, 1 originals. Red, green, gold, platinum, or black, numbered from 49 to 1. And then you also have the 1 originals. So this is the base 1 originals. Going out to Harlan Benner. Beautiful card. Definitely pays for your break, Harlan. I don't know how much it goes for, though. But that is nasty. I believe there is also another card in here. So we're going to have to open it back up. But bear with me while I grab a podium for this beautiful Herbert. All right, here we go, B3. I think it's a redemption. No, it's something underneath it. All right, so now you can see empty box, right? So let's take this out. It's another Charger. It is Ladd McConkey on a 3-color patch auto. 148 out of 199. Harlan Benner just absolutely destroyed this break at the end. Holy cow. Harlan. God damn. Wow. That is a Ladd McConkey RPA 3-color dual patch numbered to 199. Holy cow. What a break for Harlan Benner. And it all happened there at the end. What do you guys think of Panini 1? Should we get more? Man, I love that product. Love me some Panini 1. All right, let's go through our recap. Let me just make a little room on the table here. What a break, though. I would say break table stays hot with that big Ladd McConkey RPA. That's big. It's a big card. Between that and the JD5 Gold, again, that's the second time we pulled the JD5 Gold out of Donruss. So I'd say we're doing pretty darn good. All right, here we go. So recap time. I would have to say the big winner has got to be the Chargers, just because we got both. But then right behind it is Washington. So those are the top producers. Then we go probably the Bears, I would think. Well, let's say the Bills, because they got the auto. Then we go the Bears. All right, after the Bears, I would have to say probably the Tetaroa McMillan to 100. Then you got Christian Watson to 99. You also got Megatron to 99. I'd have to put him next. 249 for Dak. 425 and 125 for the Jags. Probably the Jags next. Alright, after that, there's no more numbered, so we're going to go Cam Ward, Jackson Dart, Alright, let's get this the hell away. No, we got a couple more. Hold on. Where did Green Bay go? Must be down there somewhere. There we go. Alright, we're good. There's our recap. We got to do our dice drop. Let me get a swig of seltzer. Yeah, that Lad McConkey was nasty. Alright, here we go. Robert Avisha just saw you sent. Thank you, sir. Okay, good. So I'll mark you down. Ugh. So the list is updated. Oh, goody goody, you sent too. I gotta mark you down. Good, good, good. All right, let's go through our recap here, B3. This was a crazy break. All right, good luck on the recap. Strictly business on Cleveland, grabbing the Carson Schweizinger rated rookie for the rookie linebacker. For the Eagles, Joe Lurch getting the Jeremiah Trotter laser. We got Jalen McMillan going out to Tampa and Ox. Also, Emeka Egbuka on the Gridiron Kings. Shamar Stewart going out to Joey Amadio on the rated. You also got Jermaine Burton on a select certified and Eric All on a Prizm Pink Wave. Woody Marks on the rated going out to Houston and Joe Lurch. Jaden Higgins as well on a rated. And then Kamari Lassiter on a black and green shock for the concourse out of select. Rams, you got Mike Haralambis on the Josiah Stewart and Jarquez Hunter on the rated. You also got Blake Corum on a rookie stallion and a concourse. Indy, Matty V, Laiatu Latu Phoenix, JT Tamaloa on the press proof red. You got Tyler Warren on the bomb squad, followed by Riley Leonard on a Gridiron Kings and throwback rated. Wayne Maury on the Niners, getting Michael Williams on a rated. Isaac Garendo on a rookie rising laser. Ricky Pearsall on a futures ×2. Then on the Prizm. Jets, Matty V getting Malachi Corley on the select certified. Braylon Allen twice on a concourse, plus the green and black concourse shock color match. Mason Taylor on the green disco and the throwback. And then a little Jordan Travis rookie ticket variation swatch. All right, dropping down to the next. We got Seattle, Corey Markle on the Byron Murphy Pink Prizm Wave, and then Jalen Milroe, the rookies. For Matty V on Vegas, we got Jack Beck on the rookies. Brock Bowers Select Certified. Bowers on the Concourse. Brock Bowers on the Prizm. Arizona, Joe Desky, Trey Benson, draft class. Maserati Marv on a concourse, and then a black and green concourse shock. B3 on the Chiefs getting Worthy on a concourse, Worthy on a Premier, Worthy on a Phoenix Laser rookie, and then Mahomes on a black and green Premier level shock. Stanton Griggs picking up Malik Washington and Quinn Ewers. Saints, Mike Haralambis getting Devin Neal, plus Spencer Rattler on a Premier, and then Tyler Shuck on the rated rookie retro. Michael Penix on the Premier going out to Atlanta and Adam Light. Then you got Dallas Turner on a draft class and J.J. McCarthy on a club for B3 on the Vikings. Patriots rookie Stallions going out to Travis Hammonds, also a Phoenix base, and a Joe Milton Phoenix base. Drake May twice on the concourse as well going out to Travis Hammonds. Metsy picking up Pat Bryant, the rookies, Bo Nix on a Phoenix, and a numbers out of select. And then Audric Estime on the rookie ticket variation swatch. Dropping it down to the Giants, Tyler Nubin to B3 and the boys. You got Theo Johnson on a concourse die cut silver, Malik Neighbors turbocharged, Tyrone Tracy on the shock green and black concourse, Jackson Dart on a rated and a bomb squad. For Tennessee and James Rosenberger, you got Oladejo on the rated, and then Cam Ward on the Elite Series. Robert Avisha picking up Michael Irving on the Aspiration Shimmer 737 out of 999, and Dak Prescott on a red shock concourse numbered just 35 out of 249. Green Bay, Joe Lurch picking up Savion Williams and Matthew Golden on the rateds. You got Christian Watson on the silver die cut to 99. That's 93 out of 99. Going to the Jags, Ox, you got a throwback Tootin. Travis Hunter on a rated. Travis Hunter on a green disco. Emergent BTJ out of Prizm and a select premier level. Then you got Mason Smith on a blue laser rookie out of Phoenix, numbered to 125. And Jersey Kings T-Law, 289 out of 425. Nice night for the Jags and Ox. All right, now the Lions popping out. You got Tyleik Williams on the rated for Giuseppe. You also got Alex Anzalone on a red shock premier level. That numbered just 65 out of 249. And then a die cut silver press proof Megatron, aka Calvin Johnson, 85 out of 99. Nice night for the Lions. Then we drop down to the Panthers. Panthers, you got Nick Scourton on the defensive end press proof. You got Xavier Legette on a premier. And then Tetaroa McMillan on the bomb squad, numbered 63 out of 100. Going out to Carolina and Ox. Ox had himself a night. Dropping down to the Bears, Adam Light. This is the team that saved his break. You got Torrey Taylor on the black and green shock on a concourse. Romo Dunze black and green shock concourse. Romo Dunze on a concourse silver die cut. Odunze on the contours laser. You got Caleb Williams on a draft class. Caleb on a futures. Colson Loveland on the rated. Colson Loveland the rookies. Colson Loveland Elite Series. Colson Loveland on the rated rookies retro. And then Colson Loveland on a silver press proof numbered 134 out of 199. Great little break there for Adam on the Bears. All right. Dropping down to the Bills. Oh, now I see. All right, so the Bills, Buffalo, Giuseppe Deschi. This made up for his night. You got Joe Andreessen on the black and green shock concourse. Ray Davis on a Phoenix. Keon Coleman twice on a futures. You got Khalil Shakir on the Aqueous test, which is a rare hit. JT Sanders on a rated and JT Sanders on a rated auto, 37 out of 199. So nice night for Giuseppe on the Bills. Then we drop down to Washington, which had a ton of volume. Not a crazy, monstrous hit, but a lot of volume and then a big hit at the end. So you got Luke McCaffrey out of Phoenix for goody. Jalen Lane on a rated. JD5 on a concourse twice. JD5 select certified twice. JD5 on a turbocharged. JD5 on the red foil draft class. Rare hit there. And then JD5 on a press proof gold numbered 1 out of 25. That is the first of the bookend. Beautiful gold die cut as JD5 gold strikes again. Last but not least, we have the Chargers. And our big winner of the evening, Harlan Benner with the Joe Alt green and black premier. Ladd McConkey on an emergent. Justin Herbert on the originals, which is a rare insert, not numbered. And then Ladd McConkey on the RPA, numbered 148 out of 199 on the 3-color. Nice night for Harlan on the Chargers. Now, last but not least, need to do the dice drop. So bear with me while I grab those, because I just remembered we had them. Now, from what I remember, we shouldn't have, let's see, Jags and Bucks, so that's Ox and Ox, so that was not a dice drop. Then you had Jets and Cowgirls, so that one was. That was the one I was missing. Okay, so now I got dice drops. My phone is buzzing. What is Panini PFL? I don't know what that is. All right, so here we go. We're going to do our dice drops on the contender stuff. So being that they're all, oh no, one are top. Okay, so for the penny sleeves. So for this one, we're going to do left would be 1, 2, or 3. So left would be the Colts and Matty V, or the Jets and Matty V. And right would be either the Cowgirls and Robert Avisha or the Rams and Mike Haralambis. So left 1, 2, 3, right 4, 5, 6. Good luck, gentlemen. You guys see a 6. I see a 3. 1, 2, 3 going to the left. That's Jets, Matty Vanover, Colts, Matty Vanover. So that was easy on that one. All of them going to Matty Vanover on the penny sleeved ones. Now, for these ones, top is going to be 1, 2, 3, bottom 4, 5, 6. So top 1, 2, or 3 would be Jalen Wright and the Finns. That is Stanton. Chop Robinson and the Finns, Stanton, or Joey Amadio and the Bengals, Jermaine Burton. Bottom 4, 5, 6 would be Jason Denault and Roman Wilson, Steelers. Wayne Maury and Isaac Garendo, Niners, or Jared Verse and the Rams, Mike Haralambis. Good luck, gentlemen. You guys see a 3, I see a 1. 1 going out to Stanton Griggs. 1 Joey Amadio. 1 Stanton Griggs. Congrats on the dice drops. All right, B3, that is the end of the evening. Tomorrow we will be back. We're probably going to drop a maybe a Donruss mixer. I just don't know what yet. We got a bunch of Origins left and a bunch of Donruss left, but they're both like $450 hobby boxes. So if we do 2, it's like $800 to $900 right off the bat. And there's not a ton of room to add stuff in on the outside, but let me just do some math and some figuring out. We'll find something. We'll find a way to mix it up. Maybe we wait for the tins to come in on Tuesday. I don't know yet. Tomorrow's Tuesday, so Wednesday. But we'll figure it out. But anyway, B3, thank you guys for getting this thing closed out so we could break tonight. It is midnight. I don't have to work tomorrow, but I do want to get some sleep tonight. So I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow when I figure out what we're doing next. But other than that, love you guys. Appreciate you. Thank you for getting this thing closed so we could break tonight. And I will see you guys soon. B3.